Hey, good morning. It's Robin. Today's Tuesday, and this is Roaming with Rover, Robin's Ramblings. This morning, I want to talk to you a little bit about gate guarding. I have been trying to do videos about gate guarding so I could give you guys an idea of what all is involved with that and show you some of the stuff outside, but for some reason, the ambient noise outside just does not allow me to make a decent video. The sound quality is horrible. And so this time I thought, well, I'm just going to sit in here and visit with you and kind of give you an overview of what's involved and answer some of the questions that we get on a regular basis. So first of all, getting your license and getting set up. It requires a class 2 license, and that is a very simple process. If you are interested in what the steps are, go to Steve Turtle, and I'll put his link down below. Steve Turtle walks you through step by step, and he's got some very, very funny videos about the whole gate guarding process. But it's simple. It is not expensive. Uh, Less than maybe $50, I think, for the whole process to get done. We were able to do most of it online, and I only had to do the background check when I got down here to Texas. We drove down from Washington State, so it's a bit of a haul for us. The reason I wanted to do the gate guarding, we have wintered over in the Arizona desert. We have done volunteer gate guarding for the Army Corps of Engineers and different things like that, traveling the whole country, of course. And we really enjoy doing that. But I needed something that was going to provide me with a little bit of money because, as you may or may not know, RVing is expensive. Repairs are very expensive, and I need to build up the savings a little bit. So we because of Steve Turtle's videos, I learned about the gate guarding. I contacted a company, went through the process to get set up to do it, and they were chomping at the bit to get us down here. When can you get here? When can you get here? So we came down the beginning of August. We spent 2 or 3 days in an RV park until our spot was secured, and then they gave us the coordinates to get to the spot because there's no addresses, and followed the coordinates, got to our first spot. We were assigned to work on this with this rig, and it's a drilling rig, so they're actually doing the drilling down into the ground, and we have been blessed to be able to follow this rig. I love following this rig. There are different kinds of rigs. There are fracking rigs. There's just all these different things. But because we're able to follow this drill rig, we are really becoming friends with a lot of the guys. If we need help with anything, they're right there. They think about us all the time. Even if they just run into town to the gas station, it's not unusual for them to just bring you back a little snack, a little treat. M&Ms. When it's cold, they'll bring me cocoa. Um, some of the guys will come back with a burrito. They're just very kind and very thoughtful. I do things for them as well, so it's reciprocated. Um, when we first get there, when you first get to your location, your the person from your company, and our company is Guard One. There are several companies out there. I've heard good and bad about every company, just like any other employer. We have not had one bit of trouble with our company, with Guard One. They've been very helpful and very kind to us. They will come out, they set up a trailer for us, and the trailer has water and fuel and a generator. And then later on, somebody else comes and sets up a black tank for the waste. So you're completely self-contained. Everything is right here. The water, you cannot drink it. It's fine for bathing. I do my dishes in it and make sure it's completely dry before I use anything. You do not want to drink the water. It's not that it's poisonous. And this is something I was really concerned about. Well, what do you mean you can't drink it? Well, how can I wash my dishes? It's just, it's dirty. The bottom line is it's just full of dirt and silt and sand, like everything out here. Look at my little video from the wind the other night. It's silty and it's on everything. So you don't drink it. So bottled water is a requirement, and you can just go into town and get that. They've got those machines where you can fill up the big jugs, or you can buy it. I mean, even the fast food places sell big jugs of water. It's a requirement out here. So the only thing that you have to provide for yourself is your fresh water, your drinking water. And I use that to make my coffee, to cook with, to brush my teeth with. That's the thing. That was one of the things that was hard to get used to remember to use the bottled water to brush my teeth with. And I've had some of the guys tell me that this is very similar environment to when they were in the military, and the sand in the air and the grit getting into everything. So you're providing your own drinking water. Once you're all set up and ready to go, they're going to train you. Every location is a little bit different. Now, ours is a 24/7 job. There are some that are 12 hours and you sit in a little guard shack, and they're very nice. I have seen them. They're not huge, but probably about the size of maybe 4 phone booths put together, for those of you that remember phone booths. 6 by 6, maybe 8 by 8. I don't know. They're not huge, but they're not teeny tiny. They're comfortable. There's a chair, there's a desk. They've got a little AC unit, floor heater, the one I saw had a little mini fridge, little desk for, put out your computer and stuff. So they're comfortable enough. I wouldn't want to live in it, but they're definitely comfortable enough to sit in there for 12 hours. We do not have that. We've not had that at all because we've always had our RV on site, and so we work out of the RV. So what happens is on this site, we're basically on the pad with the rig. So there's a lot of activity from the workers. I love, love, love being this close. I love seeing the workers. I love seeing the process. I don't love all of the noise. It's quite noisy. There'll be nights where these trucks come in, and they work 24 hours a day. So trucks are coming in at 2 or 3 in the morning, and they're parked right next to you, 20 feet away, and they're noisy, and they're running their equipment, and it's noisy. You get used to the daily noise, the daily clanging and banging, but this one kind of trucks, they come in and they toot their horns, and it wakes me out of a dead sleep. And that's the only noise here that bothers me. The rest of it is just, I'm so used to it, I don't even notice it. So what happens, what we do is a vehicle will drive up and they'll come in. Now we have sensors. We have 5 sensors, 5 different locations. The company provided us with the sensors. We had a lot of problems with them, and so we actually bought our own. Actually, we bought some from a gal that used to do gate guarding. So we bought from her, and so the sensors have different sounds. So I have 5 different sensors. I have 2 for the people coming in. I have 1 for the people because we are next to another gate, another rig. So we've got all their traffic going by as well. And so when they're coming out, and the reason we need that, because sometimes they'll come out and then zip in front of us and I can't see them. So I have to have that sensor to ding to tell me that there's somebody coming that way as well. And then I look and see if they've gone by or if they've turned in. If they've turned in, I have to go out and take care of them. So I've got 2 people for the people coming in, 1 for the people coming out from the other rig, and then 2 right in front of us because people will come out of the gate, out of the rig, and we have to check them out. So why do I have 2? Because invariably one of them will not work. And so I'm listening for all these different buzzers and bells, and some of them talk. They say, attention zone 1, attention zone 4. And so I know which direction something is coming from. We've got little mirrors set up inside here and there. I use the mirrors from the RV mirrors. We have them turned, but it's just a lot of people drive cars, and I can't see the cars out of the RV window. So a car will pull up, and I don't even know that it's there. And so that's why I've got all these different sensors and mirrors and things. And every location is a little different. So then you have to rearrange and set your things up differently. But you figure all that out. It's fine. So somebody shows up, and what I have to do is I have to check them in. This is the little tablet that they gave us. Just a basic tablet. And I use the tablet to check I put in their license plate, their name, the company they work for, what they're here for. If it's a big truck and they're bringing in product, I list on there what product they're bringing in. Basically, that's it. And then we've got the dreaded COVID form. So everybody has to fill out the COVID form. They hate it. They don't want to do it. But they just do. And, I'm super friendly with everybody. I've always got a smile on my face, joking and laughing with everybody. And basically, the amount of time it takes them to fill that out, I've gone around and done what I need to do, filled out my little form, take my pictures, and I take pictures of all the vehicles as well. And then we do the temp check. Do the temp check on everybody that goes in. And we've got a limit to where if it's within a certain range, I don't let them on. In all the time I've been here, nobody has hit that limit. I've not had to keep anybody from going on. But I have had a couple of people that were close, and we all know that these are not 100% accurate, right? So if they are kind of in that area where I would be a little bit concerned, I call my boss on site and I say, hey, I got so-and-so coming in. This is what their temp was. You might want to keep an eye on them. And they do. So we do that. And in they go. Our rig, and I love, love, love it. And I think we're one of the very few rigs that do this. Our rig, we have a radio. And sometimes you'll hear the radio squawking in the background when I'm doing my videos. And the radio allows me to call in and I say, so-and-so is here. And we get permission for them to come on site. And that's twofold. So one, the boss knows who's coming and can get ready for them if they need a forklift or if they need something like that, or if they need to talk to a certain person, that person can become available to go talk to this people. And sometimes they say, nope, we're too busy. We can't have anybody come in on site today. And we turn people away. So we're guarding who comes in, letting the powers that be know what's going on. This way, this is how we keep track of everybody who's on site. And the reason for that is if there were some kind of an emergency, they need to know who's on site. They need to know who they're looking for. And so when people leave, we do the same thing. I take my little tablet out there and I check them out. I take pictures of the vehicle again and let people go. So we are keeping track of, we're keeping track of who's on site for safety reasons. If there were some kind of a little accident and somebody was in there that they didn't know about, that could be a problem. So we really, really like having the communication with the boss. And they'll call us and say, hey, we got such and such trucks coming in. There should be 6 of them. And so then we know what to prepare for. So that's pretty much our whole job, is just checking people in and out. The guys that work here, after their shifts are over, they'll go into town. They'll go down the gas station, get a pizza, or drive all the way into town and get their groceries. And again, every one of them, you need anything? Can I get you anything? And it doesn't matter what it is, they do their best to help us out. I think they appreciate having us here. I know they appreciate having somebody to visit with. I'm Grandma Robbin, and I have made things for babies, grandbabies. I've had their wives send us in little presents. I'm going to do a little video for you. One of the wives has made these beautiful cocoa bombs. Oh my gosh, they are so good. So then I make her a little something as a thank you. And you just get to know it. You get to know the guys. You get to know they have a bad day and they can't talk to the guys about it. And they certainly can't complain to the boss about it, but they can talk to me. They can come out and vent with me a little bit. And I love it. I love visiting with them. I love getting to know them. That's kind of a day in the life. Like I said, this is a 24-hour job. So the way that we work it is I am doing days. So for my whole life, I have had to be at work early in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. So for me, it just worked out best to start at 6 in the morning. So I get up, do my thing, get dressed, get my pretty uniform on. They provide the shirts. They provide the safety vests. They've provided long sleeve shirts for us. We are required to wear long pants and closed-toed shoes. It can just be tennis shoes, doesn't have to be steel toe. But in our training, they told us we could wear shorts. But when we got here, the boss said, no, we want you in long pants. That's the way it goes. The rig boss, which is called the company man, what he says goes. And so he told us to wear long pants. We wear long pants. And let me tell you, it's so cruddy out here. I wouldn't want to be wearing shorts anyway. But there's other rigs. The rig next to us, she can wear shorts. She wears her own. Shirts, t-shirts. She just wears her vest over it. Again, I'm happy to wear their clothes and let them get goobered up. I don't have to do anything special with my hair. I do tend to wear these things just because of the wind to try to help keep it from getting so tangly. But I can wear my jewelry, and I do know on some rigs you're not allowed to wear your jewelry. You couldn't wear earrings. I'm allowed to wear my rings, which was really important to me. I'm so glad I'm allowed to keep my rings. That's one of the things I was concerned about. You might have noticed this little thingy. This is our, what is it? H2S? H2S. H2S is a poisonous gas which can be created from what they do on these rigs. And so everybody has to wear one of these monitors, and they're very sensitive. And the deal is, if this thing goes off, you get out now. You get out of the area immediately. And you want to make sure that you are not downwind. Okay. So there's somebody coming. Let's hope they're not for us. If it is for us, I will stop this and I'll do a part 2. Oh, it could be. It could be. Nope. Okay. No, it's not for us. Okay, so that big truck it is for us. Shoot. Okay. So that's part 1. I'm going to stop this and I'll be back and we'll talk about part 2.